Amanda here with your March 2019 RuneScope. This month, in conjunction with the runes, we will be using the Pagan Tarot. This is by Gina Pace, Luca Raimondo, and Cristiano Spadoni. Then as always, after this video, be sure to join me for part 2 of your March reading over on my Vimeo channel. I will be pulling and interpreting one card from the gorgeous Fairy Ring Oracle. Gorgeous, not gorgeous. By Anna Franklin and Paul Mason. For those of you that are interested in that, that link is below in the description box. Let's jump into March for Sag. Get our runes cast. See which runes want to talk to Sagittarius, March 2019. What's going on with Sag? Here it is. As always, do keep in mind, Sag, that these are not private readings. These are very general readings for thousands of people. So take what you can use and leave the rest. Not all messages will be applying to your specific circumstances. That's just impossible in a reading this big for this large of a group of people. You can check out the video for your rising sign as well to get some clarification or other messages. Some months, your entire reading will be coming through your rising sign rather than your sun sign. If you would like a far more specific reading regarding the specific people in your life and outcomes, your circumstances, you can always set up a private session with me. I do those on Skype. Just email me. It's here in the video, my email address, and also below. Drop me a line. We can set that up anytime. In general, though, what are we doing? What are we doing? Challenge or focus is where we always begin. Let me see what's coming through here. Sag. Well, the challenge coming up, and the tarot card we have here is the Ten of Wands in reverse. Here's what it looks like in the upright. Your challenge is to unburden yourself. And this seems in a personal way with what's coming through here. Unburden yourself of some situation that has involved lies, trickery, deceit, someone wanting what was best for them rather than what was best for you. Perhaps you were the one wanting that and it caused you maybe to behave in a certain way. And you feel like you need, the energy here is to confess you know, perhaps some of you are Catholic, perhaps that would help some of you, you know. Others of you, it's confess to someone who kind of got in the way of the disruption, because that's what I'm feeling. And I feel like for many of you, like there's different time frames I'm seeing. For some of you, it's been recent, for others further back, and then more of you even further back. So this is one of those things I was just talking about with a general reading where that time frame is gonna differ among you guys and girls like crazy, right? So I'm feeling all different time frames. But yeah, I feel like you were misled by someone into doing or saying or behaving a certain way. And your challenge in March is, yeah, there's this need to, I want to unburden myself. I want to rebalance this imbalance. I want to explain something, what happened, what I meant when I said that. But it's your challenge. So for some reason, you may feel like March is not the month. You may feel like you want to kind of figure out what to say. For some of you, there may be legal ramifications to this because the rune of Yara is here, which can indicate legalities. It can indicate, you know, so for some of you, it could be, well, I really feel like I want to confess to this, but I could be in trouble with the law, or, you know, or it led to something of that nature. This can also be, though, karmic justice, though, as well. Karmic legalities, if you will. So Iowa's is here indicating whatever your goal is, it's protected and it will happen. And it doesn't have to happen right now. So if you're feeling unsure in March about either confessing to someone, Sag, or someone else's confession to you, that's another way this can work, is that someone else confesses to you and it makes you uncomfortable because maybe there was a crime or something illegal involved. Or maybe someone is like, hey, can I stash this at your house or in your car or whatever? And you're like, you don't want to be a bad friend, but at the same time, I'm feeling this especially with some of the younger Saggies out there. Like if you're in school or college or whatever, and you may be like, oh crap, what if my mom finds it or whatever, you know? And let's just let you know at the outset, March, we have Mercury retrograde. So if there is any month that your mom's going to find that hidden stash in your underwear drawer, March is the month, okay? It's absolutely the month where if you're trying to hide something or keep information hidden and it would cause a bunch of hubbub if it came out, well, that's exactly the kind of month March is energetically. Things you want to keep hidden will come out. You'll say things that you didn't mean to say. So yeah, if you do have a heavy conversation or a serious conversation or topic that you need to broach with someone, March is not going to be the month to do it. It's not the month to ask for a raise, for a promotion, for any of that sort of stuff. But some of you may feel like this can't wait. You may feel like it is timely or that you need to do this in a hurry. But I really feel like for most of you that it's not going to be something that you jump into without taking some time to think it through. But yes, someone is trying to kind of use you for their purposes in some way, or has done so in the past, Sag, and it's caused you to maybe hurt someone else or caused you to appear in a different light to other people. I feel like you feel unhappy with the way certain people are perceiving you or viewing you. And it's due to someone else, Sagittarius, for whatever reason. It's like being filtered through someone else's viewpoint, or like a veil. People aren't seeing you clearly for you, and you want to like set the record straight. But you're trying to figure out how and when and where to do this. And that's what March seems to be about. In the present energy, got the Seven of Wands in reverse. Here it is in the upright. So the present energy for most of you is going to be end of February into mid-Marchish or early Marchish. This energy could be playing out. For others of you, it'll be whenever you're watching this video. Not everybody watches at the beginning of the month. Okay, interesting. Something has changed. Like you no longer, going back to this, I feel like for many of you, these two are linked. Going back to that, you no longer have to defend a stance because your situation is not the same. You no longer feel the need to defend someone. Maybe you used to be defending because maybe you found out, you know, and saw their true colors. Maybe you were standing up for them or kind of taking the hit for them or the blame for them or something that you were taking on. And you're like, you know what? This isn't my burden anymore. I don't want to carry it. I'm not going to carry your crap anymore. I got enough of my own stuff. Sag. You're like, you carry your own luggage. I got plenty of suitcases of my own. You know, you got the really nice ones though. Those new ones that have like you can plug your iPhone into and stuff. You know, you've got that. Nice luggage there, Sag. Styling. Yeah, there's somebody that you no longer feel the need to defend because maybe they're indefensible, or there's some stance that you are no longer taking. And that's what has changed here. Something has ended. Perhaps it's a relationship, a friendship, a marriage, a job. Yeah, I'm feeling like you've seen the error of your ways in some way. Sag, but it is because somebody hoodwinked you. It's not that you were willfully or purposely like, trying to hurt others, but you were misled by someone else. So, and I feel like you are like wanting to convey that, but you feel like the people you have to kind of, again, confess or unburden yourself to are not going to see it that way, or not going to see it clearly. And you've got a lot of protection and luck around though here, Sag. You got Thor's Rune with Deag, which are both these are both runes that are, you got a lot of luck. Things are getting back on course. Deag is saying this is a process. So don't feel like, kind of go back to this. Take your time. It's going to be all right. You know, you don't have to rush into this. There's no rush here. Take time to figure out really what you want to say. And like we were talking about, maybe just take March to think about it. Figure out what you want to say. Kind of get that together and go over that in your head. And then move forward with this. So yeah, you don't have to jump right into this. I think the more also you think about it, and the more you kind of figure out how you want to explain this and express yourself, the better and more confident you're going to feel about how you're going to be received, or how what you have to say is going to be received. So, yeah, and many of you, maybe this is ending because the other person has, you know, they've done something indefensible and you're finding out about it, and you're just like, okay, that was the last wand I'm carrying for you, or that was the last thing I'm gonna put up with from you. So something's ending or has ended, and March, you're trying to kind of, it's like you want to reconnect with some people that maybe have distanced themselves, or that you distanced yourself from. But again, it's all like through this veil that it was all just kind of false, or the reasons were false, but you thought they were true. Or you had to lead other people to believe something was true. Wow, how complicated, Sag. What complicated lives you lead. Sagittarius. What the heck? I don't know. You're going to have to explain. Post up and let me know what this is, Sag. And again, keep in mind, you may not realize how this is working out for you until it's more towards the end of the month. But because I had all these different time frames for when this was happening, or when you were kind of like figuring out what's been going on. For some of you, it's happened ages ago. It's, you know, connected to things that happened ages ago. And some of you, it could be happening here in March. The help that's going to be available to you, we've got the Elder of Pentacles. This is the King of Pentacles in other decks. So we could be talking about an earth sign person, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or someone with those traits, very practical, very grounded, very interested in physical things. They, you know, they believe in things that they can touch, feel, see, and taste. Esoteric stuff, anything they can't see, they have problems with. You got to prove it to me. We got to have proof. Very logical, very good with money. The Pentacles people rule the money, so they can be bankers or accountants or tax people, people who deal with money, your boss, or the pay, whoever signs the checks, right? Some of you could be going to a family member or a close friend, or like your in-laws for some money, because you do have Gifu here. But this can also just be saying you're going to someone close, somebody that you're closely connected with, you have a very close relationship with. So it could be one of your parents. They don't have to be an earth sign. This could just be indicating that, yes, they will help you, because Manas is saying you have people you can depend on. This would be a family. This would be, if it's friends, it would be a very close-knit group of friends that feels like family. And perhaps it's one of their parents. Some people have like their friends' parents who are like really like fulfill those roles for them. But yeah, if financially you're needing aid, you're needing money, a job even. You could be finding a new gig, a new job through friends or family. So yeah, there may be like a reaching out that occurs. For some of you, maybe it's like, oh gosh, I really need to borrow money from mom or dad, but they're mad at me because of this stuff that happened. So I'm going to have to clear that up before I can ask them for money. So you may have an ulterior motive, Sag, here, that is. But I mean, these people love you no matter what. But I mean, do give them their due. If you've hurt them or, you know, otherwise mistreated them or like misled them in some way, or even if you had to because of someone else, that wasn't their fault, right? So, yeah, it's like if you got to ask somebody for money, then you know, be ready to lay it all out on the table. But the good news is they will help you. Others of you, this could be a new opportunity, a new job that you find through someone very close to you. Your spouse, your spouse's family, or your family or friends here. Some of you could be starting a small company of your own, either with your spouse or a boyfriend, girlfriend, or again, a close friend where this would be a business partnership, also a family member. You could be going into the family business. Those of you that, yeah, maybe you're taking over. Mom or dad is talking about retiring. And you're like, oh, this is the perfect time because this is the perfect time for that because I'm either quitting a job or because you're walking away from something. For some of you, it may be a job. And this kind of comes in at just the right time. But yeah, if you're looking for work, ask your network, especially people you're closest to. Not even really your career network, because this feels more intimate or more closely associated than you would be with like coworkers, unless you're really good friends with some coworkers. Maybe one of them's gone somewhere and they've got a job opening. They've moved on to somewhere else, or they recently got hired and they're like, hey, Sag, there's another position open here. So money looks good. There's going to be a new avenue for that. A new conduit. Or an old one that you're reopening the door to. What must be accepted? We got the Four of Swords. Also in reverse. Here's what this looks like in the upright. Some of you could just kind of be under the weather here for a little bit of March. This can be like a forced vacation due to illness or not feeling well. It seems like another sign got that. I don't know if it was, I feel like it was Pisces or Scorpio, but I can't remember which one. So yeah, you could just be sick or it could be someone else who's not doing well that they're being forced to kind of take time off and you got to cover for them. It could also be a forced vacation in the sense that there is, a job or contract ending. We do have Fehu in reverse, but I feel like for those of you that that's the case, most of you know in advance. So I feel like going into March, you would know already that this is it. Those of you that it's like you're getting fired, it could be like, if that's how it works out, it's going to be through lies from someone else. But it feels like you want out of this, regardless of the way that it's happening. And there's quickly something to take its place, or there's someone who's going to help you out, or you have a severance, or there is like money coming in March to cover until this new opportunity begins, or someone that's going to help you out. But yeah, whatever's happening, it's positive because it is a place that you were done with. It's people that, again, they're just like not a good energy. So for many of you, this was work. It was feeling more personal at the beginning, but now that I've got more of these work energies coming through, it just wasn't your kind of place. It wasn't your kind of environment you were always feeling like you couldn't trust anybody. You may have felt like people were always giving you the crappy projects or the jobs nobody else wanted to do. You weren't given an opportunity to really kind of shine at whatever this was, Sagittarius. So whatever, if it's falling through, if it's work, then there's quickly something that is going to be taking its place that you will be far more excited about. You may be invited to come work at the family business. You're taking over the family business, or it is through someone close to you that you're landing a new gig, a new partnership, a new company to partner with. Yeah, others of you, I just feel like this is health. You get sick and you have to take some time off, and your body's just tired and needs a rest here. The outcome, we've got the Elemental of Swords. This is the Page of Swords in other decks. So could be an air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, but usually it's just news, and it's not good or bad. It just is. It's giving you information that you need. And unfortunately, this is information that, with Fehu in reverse, it's a person or situation to be avoided. It's a deal to avoid. It's a job to close the door on. So yeah, I feel like you've got a new way forward. But some of you, it may be like you have to look for a new way forward because, yeah, there's something ending, a contract ending. But again, it feels like you want this to end anyway. You want this association to end. Maybe personal too, but with that, Fehu is normally work. And because we have money up here. Some of you could be meeting someone through a friend, and particularly if you are romantically at some point single and looking in March. You could be meeting a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo, or you could be meeting a new partner or a new possibility through an earth sign friend or family member. So maybe they want to set you up. Those come up a lot. So I feel like people are setting people up a lot. They may get it right this time, Sag, if you're open to it. Yeah, I think for many of you, though, this is going back to this person that you're trying to avoid or that needs to be avoided now. They may be reaching back out, trying to kind of get back in. This person who was like lying or tricking you or misleading you, they may be trying to get you to crack that door open again, Sagittarius. And Fehu is saying you need to, not only do you need to keep that door closed, but bolt it. Put the mega lock on that stuff. But meet me over on Vimeo here. As I mentioned, Sag, I am going to shuffle the fairy ring. I want to see what further clarification, messages, and information we can get for you for the month of March. Check it out. Follow the link below. I'll see you over there, and I'll see you back here next month.